Hello babes, welcome back to my channel and to this video that's gonna be this week's new makeup releases going on the wish list or not. I know that last week was very short. I was trying to make it short, but I got so many comments saying that you like the long episodes. So I'm gonna keep that in mind and just chat as much as I want to, which is a good thing because I do love chatting, talking. I did film this look. I am not 100% pleased with it. It is a bit patchy. You're gonna see my somewhat struggle in the video where I do this look, but I love the color scheme of this look, like the purple, red, yellow, orange fire thing. Love that, but it's a bit patchy, so if you see that, try to ignore it. I'm also filming this kind of late, actually. I usually film these videos pretty early in the Saturdays, but not today. I slept in and I woke up at 12. Who am I? Like, I'm 35, I'm not 13, I have no idea, but I guess I needed it. I guess I needed to sleep. But we're gonna chat about the new makeup releases. What has happened since last week? I don't really know. Ooh, is it May yet? It could be May. No, I'm guessing it's a couple of days left of April. A couple of days left for me to buy things if I want to. I've actually bought one thing for April. I'm gonna chat about that in my monthly collected haul once we get there. This week I was actually at Eden Minerals event in Sweden. I think it actually was like a brand trip because they had a bunch of like international people there. There was not a lot of Swedes there. I think it was me and two more Swedes that were there, and it was just a really nice atmosphere. Thank you so much, Eden Minerals, for having me. I've never been on anything like that before, and the main reason why I wanted to go is because Courtney from Phyrra Nyx was there, and I was so pleased to meet her. She's such a sweet and amazing person. It felt like we've known each other for forever. We talked all evening and all night, and I'm so happy to be able to meet her. I'm so happy for all the creators I'm able to meet. She's so cool. You have to go check her out. I will leave all of her handles down below, her YouTube, her Instagram, her blog. Go check her out. She was so amazing. It was amazing to meet you, Courtney. So that is what's been happening since last week. Oh, I'm already very tired of my hair, so maybe next week I won't have this because I am a messy bun, don't want to brush my hair girl at heart, and this is not really letting me be that, and it's driving me crazy. I'm also gonna have a video up tomorrow talking about some, for me, really hard issues, and it's gonna be up tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it up forever. So if you are noticing that you wanted to watch Monday's videos and it's not up already, it might be because I decided to take it down. So if you do want to watch that, I would suggest watching that on Monday because it was very hard to film. It was even harder to edit, and I don't really know if I'm gonna keep it up. Okay, been here for 3.5 minutes, haven't talked about a single thing. Let me find my folder. Not really sure which was like the biggest reveal this week. I don't know if we even had one like that. So maybe we should just talk about the new, wait, I need to scooch. Maybe we should just talk about the new, is this okay? It's okay. The new release, or like the new collaboration between ColourPop and Makeup Shayla. This is the Proceed with Caution collection, I think it's called. At first glance when I saw this, I was literally thinking, who asked for this? Because it is so basic. It is like the basic little sister of the Yes Please palette. But I have to see, after seeing some swatches and stuff, that I feel like the colors are pretty interesting and high impact when you see them swatched and used. Like that orange metallic is really beautiful. We'll say though that if you have the Yes Please palette, you don't need this. If you have the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, like I don't want to be salty or mean, but sometimes I feel like influencer collaborations are not bringing anything new to the brand, because that's how I feel like collaborations should be, that the collaborator is bringing something new to the brand, a new viewpoint, a new kind of like product, something like a new way of combining colors or structures or putting things together that the brand themselves didn't have in their vision. And I don't feel like this is it. This does reflect Makeup Shayla's like makeup style with the darker liner and the lighter, like the ombre lip, and also the blushes seem very pretty. But she's like not bringing something new to the brand ColourPop, and therefore I feel like it's not meant for people like me. Like, it's not meant for people like me that are looking for new fun things to add to their collection, that already owns a lot of makeup and don't want to buy new basic stuff. And I'm putting that in within quotation marks because I don't think that this looks ugly, but there is no place for this in my collection. Like, I don't need this in my collection at all. So therefore, I'm not picking any of this up. If I was a die-hard Makeup Shayla fan, I'd probably pick it up to support her. I do love picking up collaborations between people, like from people or influencers that I really like and support. But I don't even feel like I know Makeup Shayla because I am not subscribed to her channel. I am not even following her on Instagram. Not that I dislike her, it's just that her makeup style isn't, and her fashion style as well, because I do realize that her Instagram is probably more about fashion. It's not my makeup or fashion style, and therefore she wouldn't be influencing me. And she's probably a really sweet person. This isn't for me. I think it's already available. I don't know if it's sold out. I love the black background. I think that's really cool. I love the theme, the proceed with caution. It seems to be like a building or maybe even demolition theme. Why is this, like, look at this. Why is this so... I hate the hair. I hate the hair. Like, I really do. It's coming off. I cannot wait to take it out. It's not me. It's not me. It's not who I am. I'm over it. I'm over it. But yeah, I don't hate the collection. I do think it's very basic, and I don't really think that this is bringing something new to ColourPop, to be honest. And I'm not gonna pick it up because it's interesting according to me. Next thing I want to talk about is this Zodiac palette, the new Zodiac palette by B.H, because by B.H, yeah, is that how I'm lost? The B.H Cosmetics Zodiac palette for Taurus, and Taurus is for May, I'm guessing. Like, is it like end of April, beginning of May? Is that Taurus season? This is already available as well. I actually don't hate this. I think it's pretty cute. I wish that they would have like, not every palette needs a brown. Although I have to say that I think that Taurus as a sign is browns and greens, like that's the colors for the sign. So therefore I'm more like forgiving for this palette than I was with the Pisces or the Aquarius palette, because those, from what I know, aren't, like, brown isn't part of their color scheme, so therefore I feel like I'm more forgiving towards this one, and the colors do go together, and it's only 2 browns and a beige. Like, I think this is the best one of the ones that they have released. I think this is the best. I love that the big highlight in the middle seems to have a green tone. So I have to say, out of all of the ones they've released so far, this is the best one. It's still not intriguing enough for me to pick up. If I didn't own any green palettes, because green has been such an in color lately, if I didn't own any green palettes, I probably would have picked it up, because this one does have I would say 1, 2, 3 greens, and then the green highlighter in the middle, and then also 2 yellows to go with it. I do think though that one of the yellows could have been a matte to make that beautiful green yellow crease that I love to do, and I think that that would have been very user friendly for the palette, and also would have made a lot of sense together with the warm brown. So I do think that one of the yellows should have been a matte. I don't think they are. I think, because I think both of the yellows are shimmers, and it would have made so much sense if one of the yellows was a matte. But out of the ones they've released, this is, for me, according to me, the best one. But I'm really hoping that they will pick up the pace a bit for the rest of 2019, because I do feel like this series had the potential for greatness, but it's been a bit of a snooze fest, according to me, my personal opinion. Next thing I want to talk about is, well, let's talk about this. Anastasia Beverly Hills is coming out with a foundation. It's gonna be liquid, dewy, skin-like, and doesn't need to be set, which seems to be, according to me, things that don't really go together. Normally, dewy foundations do need to be set, otherwise they're, like, you can feel them on your skin, they're moving around a bit. I am not the biggest fan of dewy foundations that like doesn't set down, but that's why I personally like a more satin or natural skin finish. But maybe they're onto something. Maybe they're doing something amazing, and it's gonna be nice to see. This is coming in August, so it's a long time to go, and I'm hoping that this will be a good foundation. I really do, because the last foundation that Anastasia Beverly Hills came out with, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. It was like weird medium coverage, kind of weird to put on, and a bit patchy and just dry, and it really wasn't that good. While we're talking about sneak peeks and just early things, let's also talk about this one quickly. This is the new shade extension, is coming from the Natasha Denona. She did the 4-pan thing, the quad with face products. She's coming out with at least one more with more shades. I still haven't been able to see it in store. It hasn't reached Sweden, but this is on my I kind of want this list, and I'm really intrigued to see what the new shade is going to be. So we'll talk more about that once I know more, because right now that's all I know. I also quickly mentioned this one because I was really happy with the tag that I got in this one. This is the new Guerlain Terracotta bronzer, and first of all, it's a wooden packaging. It's so beautiful, and it's a paisley pattern. Paisley is my favorite pattern of all, and that's what the tag said as well. This is paisley. I was thinking of you. I think this is beautiful. It seems to be very light, and I really think that this is pretty. I do not need a new bronzer, although I'm sure that Yusa thinks I need a new bronzer, but I really don't need a new bronzer. I also got a bronzer from Eden Minerals in the goodie bag that we got from them. Do you want to see a full face of Eden Minerals? It is a Swedish brand that is available international, and it is especially for sensitive skin, like with acne prone, rosacea, and overall sensitive skin, if you have allergies or asthma. Let me know if you would like to see that, non-sponsored of course, but just if you're interested in seeing that, I could make that happen. But I do think that this bronzer is very cute. If I was looking for a bronzer, I think I would be eyeing this one just because it's so me. Another glowy body shimmer, whatever, is coming out. Everyone is coming up with these. Who wanted this? Who wanted every brand to come out with this? They're not that affordable either, and it's if I were to use them, when would I use them? I would use them for a week or two when I was abroad on summer vacations, and I could just liquid highlighter in my body lotion, and we're kind of done. So nobody needs this. I don't get it. Do we really need 20 different of these? Huda's coming out with one. It's called Nymph, Not Your Mama's Pantyhose. Really? That's what she shows? Okay. Shades look beautiful. I've seen some swatches that look beautiful. I don't need this. I highly doubt that you need this. We're moving on. Another thing that I saw this and I was like, that looks like fish eggs, and that is the Farsali Hydration Bae Mask. Oh, that is a cringy name. That name alone tells you how much of Instagram based brand they are. Hydration Bae Mask. 10-minute facial for flawless skin using blue fish eggs. No rinse, so I'm guessing the fish eggs will pop then. High bubbles. Capsulates active ingredients. Okay, so I mean the claims look pretty, but this does look like mutant fish eggs, and it's not for me. Do you also feel like me that sometimes when things look too icky, you can't put them on your skin? I think the absolute limit on how icky things can get, and I'll still put them on my face, is the porridge looking stuff from Lush. Some of those look straight up disgusting, and I still put them on my face, but I think that's it. It's my limit. The paleo looking porridge masks, I'm at ends meet. Did I say it? I'm at ends meet. Meet. Moving on. There's a new brand at Ulta, which is not something we have here in Europe. So every time things are like exclusive at Ulta, I'm like, eh. Sometimes when things are exclusive at Ulta, they will still reach us just with other, like through other channels. But this is Uoma Beauty, and they are also being sold at their Uoma Beauty, Uoma Beauty. Could that be it? And it's also being sold at their site, and I'm hoping that they ship international. If so, I think that these are really intriguing stuff. I will try to put like a big collage here of all of the things that they are offering. There are different palettes. Well, some of them, 2 of them I think is coming later, and 1 of them is available now at Ulta. Let me see if I can find the other picture for me. I read an interview with the owner of Uoma, basically saying that foundations are made for people of a lighter skin tone. She herself is a woman of color, and that they are not taking the different needs of people with different skin tones in consideration when making foundations. And I thought the interview was very intriguing, and it was thought-provoking, because that made me think also when she was saying that if you have very fair skin, you usually are having problems with redness and getting rid of that. I cannot speak today. Okay, somebody send help. But that is usually not a problem if you have a deeper skin tone. Like, I usually do not have problem with redness. I am a light to like medium skin tone. Usually people are like, you that are so fair. I am not fair. If you saw the picture of me and Phyrra Nyx in the beginning, Courtney, you could see that she is fair, and I am not. I am more of a light. So I usually don't have problem with redness. And different foundation ranges, like there are different foundations types for the different shade ranges to help with the things that you usually need help with when you are in that skin tone. And I thought that was very interesting. If I'm not making any sense at all, I will direct you to the Uoma Beauty website down below, and you can read more about it. They're coming up with a bunch of things, but I thought that was really interesting, and it feels like it's something that I was like, huh. The brand also looks really fun overall with the contour sticks and the lipsticks, and the eyeshadows look really nice. So this is actually a brand that when I'm going to US this summer, this is the brand that's top 5 like priority. Like the interested sign has been turned off on top of my head, and I am actually really intrigued about this. If you know of anyone that has tried this and made a good video about it, let me know down in the comments, because I am very intrigued. And I thought that the words that came out of the owner's mouth in that interview was so smart and intellectual and thought-provoking, and I love that. So if you want to support a woman of color, a woman boss coming into Ulta, you should really check out this brand. I have no idea about the quality, but from just the promo pictures, it looks really interesting, and I am intrigued. I am really intrigued. I think it looks really nice. I think it looks really nice. Let me know how you feel about this brand down below. I am honestly very intrigued. I think there is only, well, but let's talk about 2 more brands before we get into indie. And I thought first we could talk about the new LA Girl palettes. One is Hot Heat, and one is, wait, no, it's called Hot Heat, the whole collection. Oh, okay, I get it. One is more of a pinky purpley warm tones, and one is more of a cool tones with teals and purples, and there's also an orange thrown in. I think that both of these palettes look actually really pretty. I have no idea about the quality. I have never tried LA Girl like eyeshadows. I've tried face products and some both powder and creams, and I've liked most of it. Some of it has been a bit so-so. I have no idea what to expect from this, but I think that looks really nice, and I do feel like this is a nice summer palette. Both of them nice summer palettes. So I'm intrigued. These are available at CVS and LAGirl.com. I will try and remember to link both of them down below. I feel like the warm tone palette has a nice mix of mattes and shimmers. I feel like the cool tone palette might have needed another matte, to be honest. But overall, I think that both of these palettes look really nice, but I have no idea about the quality. If you tried it, let me know. I don't think that these are going to be that expensive though, because LA Girl is a really inexpensive brand. The next thing I want to talk about is 2 different releases by Makeup Revolution. The first I want to mention is I did a video this week, basically like 5 brands that excite me and 5 brands that don't, doing the Samantha March tag. So do check that out if you are interested. I think it was when was it? Was it this Friday? It could have been this Friday. Anyways, and I was mentioning that I thought that Makeup Revolution was one of the brands that do not excite me. And this release of their new chocolate palettes is exactly like embodying why I don't think that this brand is exciting, because they are still at it with the chocolate bars. They have to have released at least 20 of these. Who is still keeping up with these releases? Like, and now they're releasing 6 more palettes in the series, and I just, please calm down and just edit yourselves. Some of these look absolutely boring. One of them is a face palette though, but those shades look exactly like any of the other shades they've had, so I will say that some of the color scheme of these look nice, but they also look exactly like things that they have already released before. If there's ever been a brand to dupe themselves, even more than Tarte do, it is Makeup Revolution, and I'm guessing that they're doing splendid, and that's why they're releasing so many things. But at some point, even the most avid collectors are going to be like, you know what, that's it, I'm done. I have all of it and then some. I just wish that they would edit themselves a bit. But then there's another release that I thought was really cute. They're doing another collection, another collaboration with Courtney M.P.H. That is his name, right? Courtney M.P.H. Yeah, he is one of the one of the influencers that is working with Makeup Revolution. I think they have 3 people that are actually like working for Makeup Revolution, doing content for them. I think it's Courtney, and it's also the person that we talked about a while ago. What's her name? Tammy, and then it's Soph from Soph Does Nails, and they have all came out with more than one collab with Makeup Revolution, and this is his new palette. I do think that this is a really pretty palette. It is not for me though. I don't hate it. There is a lot of warm tones for the crease, and then there's one matte green, and then there are some more both warm tones and cool tones and neutrals that are shimmers. I am sure that you will be able to create some really nice looks with this if you like the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow formula. I unfortunately do not. If somebody that didn't like Makeup Revolution's formula did a review of their new eyeshadows and said that they have changed to the better, then I would be open for trying them out. But until someone does that, I'm still gonna think that they're the same formula as it used to be, and it's not awful, but it's also not good. And I have so much eyeshadow that it makes no sense for me to get things that are like eh. So even though I think the palette looks really beautiful, I'm just not the biggest fan of the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow formula. It's not for me, so therefore I am gonna pass on that one. And I think that was everything for mainstream releases. Now we're gonna go into some indie. I do have some fun things to talk about, and I think the first thing that we are gonna talk about is the thing that I have been tagged in so much this week, and it's because you know that this is straight up my alley, and this is the Spectral palette by Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. This palette is already available online. I have not picked this up yet, and I have not received this as PR. I don't know if I'm gonna receive it as PR, but I am aiming to pick it up. But I could have ordered it this Thursday, and I could have express delivered it to my place so that I can use it this weekend. But I already had like the things planned for this weekend that I wanted to film, and I didn't want to like change that or rush something out just to get this done. So I decided that it's gonna be in stores in Sweden next week. In Kicks, if you're living in a country that has Kicks, it's gonna be in stores in Kicks next week. So my plan is to actually go into stores, swatch it, and see how I feel about the swatches, because normally I feel like I can tell a lot about the formula just from like swatching it. So I'm gonna swatch it and see if it's up my alley, but just looking at it, it seems very pretty. I like that it's not as many colors. I wish that the pants were smaller and that you could like get the price down a bit, because I personally never go through eyeshadow palettes. I know that others feel like getting more eyeshadow is what they want, so this is something that we're gonna have to like agree to disagree on. I would personally have preferred smaller pants. I think it's 5. How much is this in Swedish? Let me see if I can find a proper picture. Okay, so it's $59. I'm guessing it's like 500 something Swedish crowns. I know that a lot of people thought that that was really expensive for an indie brand, but indie brands doesn't have to be affordable. There are indie brands that has nothing to do with indie brands. Indie brands just means that it's independently owned. I honestly don't really know if Linda is an indie brand, because I do think that she has some investors, so I'm not entirely sure that this is actually an indie brand. But what people that don't live in Sweden don't realize is that this isn't a small brand. Like, this is sold in every Kicks in Sweden. It's probably available in over 100 stores. It is like, she is our Pat McGrath, she is our Natasha Denona, like, she is our celebrity makeup artist. This isn't just an Instagrammer. Like, she does editorial makeup for like magazines, she does catwalk makeup, she does celebrity makeup, she has been on covers. Like, she is one of the most known makeup artists here in Sweden and maybe in the Nordics. This isn't just some influencer that came out with the brand. So that's why Swedes aren't complaining about the price, because it's Linda, it's her brand, it's our Pat McGrath. So that's why we aren't really complaining about the price, because we are not seeing this as like just any indie brand. That's not how we see it. And also, makeup in Sweden is really expensive. Like an Urban Decay or an Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette, it's going to be over $60 here in Sweden. So this being $59, it's like, yeah, you do get some more colors. If you get an Anastasia, you get tiny pans. I'm just saying that this is pretty much in the spectrum of a mid-range brand in Sweden. It's not luxury, it's not drugstore, it's just mid-range. So for us, this is just like, this is the price of makeup. Personally, I would have liked if there was smaller pans. I'm guessing that even if she did smaller pans, she wouldn't have been able to push down the price, and that's probably why she just did bigger pans. The amount of product you get in a palette doesn't really have that much to do with the price, from what I've heard from different brands. This palette does contain 4 different formulas. It's matte, metallic, glitter, duochrome, and like I said, I'm super excited to like swatch this in store. I'm most probably gonna pick it up. If I see it in store next week and I pick it up, I'll try it next weekend and have something fun up. Let me know down below what you would like to see, because I do feel like for people not living in Sweden, not being able, or like the Nordic countries, not being able to swatch this, I totally get that you want to see a bunch of reviews before investing your money in this. I get that. Like, I do that too. That's what I do with brands that I can't like swatch. So yeah, I'm gonna 99% sure that I'm gonna pick this up and I'm gonna review it for you. Let me know down below how you feel about this. And yeah, I totally get that if you are used to Anastasia Beverly Hills being $40, you think that this is super expensive. But in Sweden, I think Anastasia Beverly Hills is $65. So for us, it's like, it's in that price range, let's just say. And I'm not here like super defending Linda because I like Linda. It's just that I think I come with a different perspective being actually in Sweden. I think that like we don't see Linda's brand as affordable, but nobody is really surprised that it's not, because it's just the way it is. Another indie brand that I've been like an indie release that I've been tagged in a lot is this new Unique Beauty, I think so. New eyeshadow palettes. They are called the Status Quo Pressed Palettes. They are £12.99 each, which leads me to believe that they are UK based. And there are 4 different palettes, and they all contain some sort of pressed glitter together with some mattes and shimmers. The swatches from Trend Mood, because she showed some swatches, look absolutely stunning, and I do love the color schemes. And I probably would have picked one of these up if one of the colors wasn't a pressed glitter, because I don't need more glitter. I don't need more pressed glitters. I don't want that. So therefore, I am actually not going to pick any of these up. I do love the color stories. The blue with the peach, you know, that's one of my favorite ones to have. And then the mauve one with the bright purple. Like, even the cool toned palette with a bright orange, I love that. And then the green, like, teal one. I think it's beautiful color stories. I just don't want another pressed glitter, and since every palette, like 1/5 of every palette is a pressed glitter, it's just not for me. And being a low buy, I need to edit myself, like what things do you really want. And yeah, like I said, I've only picked up one thing for April so far, and I want to pick up the duo from Cover FX, but it hasn't reached Europe yet, and from what I heard, I don't think it's going to reach Europe until May, so maybe I'll just save save my things and push it over to May instead and get that one. And another release that has been announced, when is this being available? Oh, it's already available for pre-order. This is the Alien Cosmetics Summer on Earth palette. They have a theme, like a alien space theme, and I really love that. I thought that that was a theme that was gonna, like when I talked about makeup predictions for 2019, I said that that was one of the things that I thought was gonna carry over into 2019, and this brand is all about that, so I can't really take credit for that, but I do think I've seen that with other brands as well. This is a blue and green palette, and this one has 3 pressed glitters. I do want to try Alien Cosmetics. It's one of the brands I want to try, but I don't want pressed glitters. If these were shimmers or metallics instead of pressed glitters, I would have picked this one up, but I don't want pressed glitters. I really don't. 4 mattes, 3 pressed glitters, 2 diamond shades, I'm guessing metallics. I don't want pressed glitters. I'm really sorry, I just don't. It's $25, available for pre-order. Beautiful color scheme, but I know I wouldn't get good use of those pressed glitters, so it feels stupid to pick them up just because, like, yeah, it makes no sense at all. Let me see what else I had, because I think I had at least something more. Okay, I have a couple of more things to talk about. One of them being the Danny's Dream Bundle from Sydney Grace Cosmetics. Basically, they are duping, you know, the Pickle palette, the 1st of April joke that an Australian brand was doing. They are duping it in this little color scheme. It's a beautiful 9-pan bundle. Same here, if I didn't already have so many green things, so many green palettes, I would probably pick this one up. I do love Sydney Grace, I love their quality. I have a beautiful green bundle from Divina that I'm still using a lot, so I feel like I am set with green shadows right now, which feels like a very weird thing to say, but yeah, I like it. But I don't feel like this is unique enough from my collection for me to pick it up. There's a new collection being released by Terra Moonstone Cosmetics, and this is a collaboration with Amanda Organa. I don't know what this is. She seems to be an influencer or a makeup artist. She is doing really pretty looks on her eyes. Wait, why am I gluing my eye together? Like, stop. And this is we have created an astrology lover's true Zodiac palette with colors that have been carefully and thoughtfully selected by Amanda Organa and designed by Terra Moons Cosmetics. Pre-order is already open, and it is 3 pressed highlighters and an eyeshadow palette, and I don't know anything about really Zodiacs. What I know about Zodiacs is what I've been taught in the makeup community, which is pretty sad, but that's how it is. And the palette seems beautiful. I know that some of these are duochromes, and if you are really into Zodiac themes, I'm guessing that this Amanda Organa, like the influencer that they're working with, I'm guessing that she is very into astrology, and that's why she have picked the colors, thinking about what fits different ones. Oh yeah, they're different, like the 12 different signs, and then it's the sun, the moon, and the ascendant. Don't know what that means, but if you're into astrology, you probably do, but I don't. Available for pre-order already if you are interested. Personally, it's there's a sneak peek of the front of the new Oceanic palette by Ace Beauty. I have heard that Ace Beauty have changed their formula a bit. Have any of you tried the old Ace Beauty formula, the one that they had in the bundle pack when they had 4 bundles, the one that I own, and also tried the Flare palette? And can you let me know, did they change the formula of the mattes? Because I feel like they are a bit thin and that they don't build on each other, and that's the only reason why I didn't pick up the Flare palette. But if they did change that and the mattes are a bit better, I could be interested in both the Flare palette and this new one, to be honest. So if you know that, if you know of anyone that has made that comparison, let me know, because I've heard from one of the people working at Ace Beauty that they had changed the formula a bit, but I don't know if that's just talk from the company or if it like actually happened. Do I have one more thing I want to talk about? Or do I have more? I think I have 2 more things I want to talk about, one of them being more of an update. So we're going to talk about the new thing first, and that is the Give Me Glow Cosmetics new foils are live. These 4 all look beautiful. I'm still intrigued to try Give Me Glow. I did hear though from one of you writing me, actually a mail, saying that you have had really horrible customer experience with Give Me Glow, and that you heard of others that have had really bad customer service from Give Me Glow. If you have also had that, let me know, because these are the kind of things that I want to know about, because me sitting in Sweden ordering from US, the last thing I need is any kind of problems. Like, I don't need that. Like, I can't handle that if brands are being not sending things properly, not packing things properly, like not responding on mail, stuff like that. That really stresses me being on a different continent. So if that is actually a problem with Give Me Glow, it probably would be a brand that I would try and avoid until they have fixed that. So let me know of your experience with Give Me Glow, because sometimes a group of people can have the worst experience ever, but it could be that it doesn't really represent the company. And that's also like a problem with indie brands, that if the owner has a bad week, there might be some people that get a really bad like view of the company, and that is a shame, and it's also not very professional of the brand. You shouldn't let your bad week affect your customers. But I totally get that sometimes life is hard, and if you are alone running a business, it's not that easy. But let me know your experiences with Give Me Glow, because I am intrigued to try them, and I really do want to try a quad from them when they do come out with those little palettes where you can build your own quad. So, but I don't want to be throwing my money into the sea and just getting problems. So let me know how you feel about them, and if your experience with their customer service, because I am truly intrigued. The last thing I want to talk about is Clionadh Cosmetics and the new stained glass collection that's being live on the 30th, right? Wait, let me check so I am not lying to you. Yeah, the 30th of April, which is like 2 days from now. This collection is huge, but it's also not limited edition. It is part of their permanent line. So if you're feeling stressed on what things you want to try, if you feel like you don't know if it's worth the price, or if you're being confused about all of the different swatches, I would chill a bit and just see if you can see some reviews before you make up your mind. I will not be able to buy the whole collection, because the whole collection was like $200, not even like Canadian dollars, like 200 US dollars, because the collection is huge, and also those multi-chromes are kind of pricey because they are kind of expensive to make from what I've heard. The ones that I am the most interested in, let me see if I will put a lot of info about this release down in the down bar. I'm not going to be able to, like, I don't want to be just saying all the info. I will put it down in the description box. If you are interested, do check that one out, because there are different prices on all of the different things in the collection, because they're not equally expensive to make. The ones that I am the most interested in is the iridescent multichromes and the ones that are glitter multichromes. Those are the two formulas that I am the most intrigued by, and probably the two formulas where I will try a couple from. I know that they have different bundle options. If I get all the info, like I said, I will put it down below so that you can see, because you can mix and match from different shades, maybe not from different collection because they're different priced. If you want to try more than one shade and want to get a bundle option, I have a code with Clionadh Cosmetics. It is Angelica. It is not affiliated. I do not make any money from that code, but I don't know which items this code will work on, if it will work only on the single items or if it will work on the bundle options. I don't really know. I know that there are some exceptions to the code, like if you buy a bundle it's already discounted, maybe the code won't work on it. That's usually how it works in codes like this, that doesn't work on things that are already discounted. But I will also leave that code down below. Like I said, not affiliated, so I don't make any money out of that, but I am intrigued to try from those two collections, the glittery one and the iridescent multichromes, because I am all about the eyeshadow toppers. I'm living my best life trying eyeshadow toppers. I think they are amazing. Oh wait, I need to restart this. 1 second. It will only let me film for 30 minutes and then it turns off, so that means that we've been here for a while and you wanted a long video, and yeah, here you go. But like I said, this whole collection is pretty pricey if you buy all of it, and it's also very big. That's what she said, so it's not that easy to get a good overview. I feel like what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go into the site when it's being launched, and I'm gonna check what I am interested in, and I'm gonna pick out maybe a little bundle of each of the two formulas that I'm interested in. Or maybe that's gonna be one of my April purchases then, because I am really intrigued by this launch. Maybe that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, this is a collection that I am very intrigued by and I want to try it out, but obviously not all of it because it's a lot of money and I don't need that many single eyeshadows, but I am really intrigued. I think this is gonna be great quality because Clionadh usually doesn't let me down when it comes to quality. I do love all of their shimmer glitters, duochrome glitters, metallic sparkly dust. Love it. So if you were interested in trying Clionadh, I do give them my approval. I do think it's a good brand and they do package things really good. Nothing has ever broken for me from Clionadh. If you are wondering about buying something so expensive from a different country, if you're wondering about it, like the breakage and stuff, I've never had that problem, so I'm hoping it won't be a problem with this collection either. And I'm too old for this. That was it. My hair is a mess. Like, what is this? I'm probably gonna take it out tomorrow because all I want is to have a messy bun and live my best life. That's all I want in life. Is that too much to ask? But like I said, I'm gonna have a video up tomorrow. It is a bit of a, I don't want to call it like a trigger warning, but I do discuss like how I've been feeling lately and mental health and stuff like that. So if you are interested in seeing an update like that, that's going to be live tomorrow. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it up. So if you were looking to see it maybe later in the week and I've taken it down, it's now you know it's because I don't know if I feel comfortable having it up forever. But yeah, it's going to be a get ready with me. And that was everything, I think. I'm going to film another video. I'm going to be swatching some fun shadows and I'm hoping that you are having, I hope that you are having a great Sunday. I cannot speak today. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to be subscribed. I do upload quite a lot of videos. It's at least 5 videos a week and I will see you in my next one, which is gonna be tomorrow. Bye!